find some easier scoring.
SGA for three.
Spot now.
8 points, 5 rebounds for Josh Giddey.
Yeah, that's a tough matchup right there. Give up Motor City coach.
He's going to track it down. It looked like Capello was going to get possession. Step back three for SGA. Really aggravating SGA out of the perimeter. Shot clock hits 3. He'll pull up for the 3. Cannot say enough about the job that the defenders have done on Trae Young. The NBA through week 1 in defense. Caruso drive and kick. Gilgeous-Alexander another 3. That one goes.
Coming up the floor and just wrestling with players, trying to get position in the post and then getting swarmed by 3 guys when it goes in. He's bottled up right now. Chet, more offense, more free flow, and better spacing for him on his.
Now the Blazers drop into his zone. Repair up top along with Murray. 3 up and in over the zone. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Back over to Gilgeous-Alexander, 4 to shoot. Picked up by Amir Coffey. Good contest by Amir. Tough shot for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Hasn't shot the ball City to 40. Gilgeous-Alexander, the step back 3. Somebody here said he hadn't shot the ball all that well this season. Shai now 2.
Just not been able to knock anything.
From anywhere, and you can see an example of that. Coming off a 12-point game in his lone performance. Gilgeous of their starters, and there's another deflection and another steal and another first fast break opportunity. Gilgeous-Alexander for 3.
And that's oftentimes what it needs, is take someone to go make it just an individual play, because you're talking about above average defenders at every position for the Thunder.
Step back 3 by Gilgeous-Alexander. Decide what to do here. The quicker defending. A shot on the step back. History of the league, folks. Shai wants to set back 3. Clean look here. Quickly. Shai. Marshall defending. Marshall falls. Shai open.
Of the Spurs, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on top and a switch on defense. 3.
Now he doesn't take a lot of them.
No.
And it's
4 years out of Seton Hall, began with the Bucks, and now he is with the Spurs. Gilgeous-Alexander, another 3.
and they're daring him, right? They're
Now, Dort up top, left 3, can't bury the triple. Tapped by Flagler, back to Gilgeous-Alexander, and he buries the 3. What a squat.
That's 39-year-old Chris Paul out there playing defense like that.
Gilgeous-Alexander sets, fires, scores.
Man, stop it.
A triple right. What a shot by Paul. 4 threes. Gilgeous-Alexander,
what
3
the
at
answer.
the other end.
The 3. He's shooting abundantly more of those this year. Has dialed it back a little bit, but knocks down the second one. And OKC out to Gilgeous-Alexander, #1 in the NBA in isolation scoring. And there's an illustration of it right there on the bullet. Spray, that ball popping, gets to Gilgeous-Alexander with 2 on the clock. The stare down 3 is pure.
And SGA is knocked down.
Here comes SGA. In rhythm. Laces it. bench. The man from the six.
Scout him a little bit.
Gilgeous-Alexander, Kuminga trying to put some scraps on him here. It doesn't matter sometimes. SGA on a heater, up to 18 for the game. Looney on SGA in transition. Gilgeous-Alexander finally breaks onto that mini, the point of attack defense. Podziemski switches on to SGA. Sidestep three. Got it! A potential dag.
Those two schools played football. Isaiah Joe, offensive rebound. SGA. Night. They got blown out in Phoenix, which may have hurt their cup chances, but he wanted a defensive effort. They got it in San Antonio, and they're getting it so far tonight. I'm not going to stop for Gilgeous-Alexander working, and he's got Max Christie defending. SGA time, pulls for three.
Williams doesn't take the three. Jones gets one off the three-point line. Now to SGA, his shot. It goes down to three. Here's the thing, obviously, not shot the ball consistently well all year in Oklahoma City. They've not shot the ball nearly as well as they did a season ago, but now that's back-to-back three. Done by Williams underneath.
And for Houston, don't just play into the hands of Oklahoma City. You can't get a wide open.
And now the Thunder with their biggest lead in the game on the pool.
With the 7-footer trying to go off. It's tough to do.
Wiggins, Hartenstein back over to Shea. He'll launch that three, and it's good. That's his first made three. Last five.
He lost the handle. Another turnover.
And this is when they're at their best.
Gilgeous-Alexander. He doesn't want to do that, but he'll do it when he's wide open.
If you turn
Rebound. Coming off a 31-point game against New Orleans on Saturday. A three here is good.
And listen,
A minute to go in the first quarter.
right here you'll see if SGA is going to go for three.
Wow. Missing the three. Good rebound.
This will bring the house down.
Back to Shea. Gilgeous-Alexander. He now has 31. Doncic is on him.
keep it down, keep it down.
Three.
Just smooth.
10-point game, under 9 to go. The winner to Las Vegas in the semifinals, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gotta be a switch. Miscommunication between Prosper.
This guy, one of the terrific young talents in the league, who's been playing great basketball, as Gilgeous-Alexander connects. Now he's got 14 points. Plenty of time still left on the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander steps back and rattles in a three.
Now that's heavily contested.
Erases the drought. And having his best passing season of his young career in his 7th year.
He'll shoot the three and ringing it up. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, third in the NBA.
Really stepped it up. The turnover gives it right back to the Thunder. Wide open. SGA goes bottoms up. And he'll take a timeout.
For 6. Hero 2 for 8 from downtown. SGA triples. So smooth.
Second. He on the floor. They take the three. A little bit of space. Instead, tried the pure shot. Look at Shea. Gallops ahead.
With the basketball.
He has a propensity to do that. Shea.
Basketball teams. Dylan Jones, a rookie out of Weber State, is on the floor now for OKC. That's a three.
He hadn't had quite the same success here this year.
He's chasing Jalen Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Ladies and gentlemen, and he
Gilgeous-Alexander for three, and it's a three-point Thunder lead. Again, another run to Indianapolis.
good solid defense there.
4. Open look, SGA. And the Hornets have to call a timeout.
Nice dish that time. He's averaging 5 assists to go with 8 rebounds.
There's his first three-pointer, and of course it goes in. Because everything's going in for him tonight. 28 points, and it's back up to...
One thing that you cannot let get out of hand is SGA attacking downhill. Start doing that right there.
Already in double figures, SGA.
Way too strong on it. They were able to take it away from Bodum. A couple of Sixers didn't talk about it. They were trying to rebound by themselves, and SGA has 3 more. 14 now for Gilgeous Alexander, just 11 for your...
So good with that touchdown, SGA off the deck.
National TV, they are 8-4 in the month of January. This club is 9-3 in the month of January. Gilgeous Alexander triggers and scores from the outside. People wonder where's the whistle. Hartenstein crumples to the floor, now pops up, screens SGA for the 3, and he got it. Listen to the crowd here. Gilgeous Alexander for 3, and he drills it. 5 straight makes for the Thunder. Another offensive rebound. Gilgeous Alexander hit it. A 3 to give him 31 in the first half.
Unbelievable. I mean, that's all effort.
The way the step guys call it. Shea deciding what to do. Pulls the trigger. Is that a decent shot? Nonetheless, quite impressive. Shea wants that step back 3. But in the previous 25, when they led by as many as 20, 25-0.
Start from three-point range for Phoenix. That's one of the things they want to do. They want to shoot more threes. As Gilgeous Alexander rattles that one in. Some good shot.
For just a split second, he couldn't quite see the basketball until it was too late.
If you said the Suns were going to have 11 turnovers, that's Gilgeous-Alexander nails.
Point night out there pressuring Dunn the way that he was, forcing him into the traffic, and then the backside help with the block.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a three-point.
In the game, this is very consistent with that call.
Shea on the flare out. That time he's got a clean look, not going to miss it as he registers the three. Bain back defensively. Jarrett with the defense. Ball loose, picked up by Wiggins. Second chance opportunity. Here's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander for three. Gilgeous-Alexander, transition three. This is also a very good transition team. Back iron. Kendrick Williams, another offensive rebound.
One blue shirt and 5 white shirts there. And it's still Williams that comes under the ball.
And another Pelicans turnover.
Yeah, that's the 4th steal of this first quarter. Where Shea was on his backside. Really comfortable taking that shot. As Shea looks comfortable taking that three for his second.
Tatum lost his footing. Surrounded. Dort, extra pass over to SGA. The catch, he's locked on both sides. Just in front of the Thunder bench.
Sometimes you do that in the fast break. Timed that perfectly.
A little miscommunication there. Get a little closer. Trail by as many as 21 SGA. Step back three. SGA. Closer timeout. Looks like for a ton of different teams. SGA responds with a triple of his own. He just got eaten up. Shea looking for three more. Basketball with an opportunity to go in front. Shea wants the three.
Here's Alexander now, watched by McDaniels. 9 to shoot, under a minute to go. Gilgeous-Alexander, rainbow triple.
He can't stay with Jordan.
Joe trying to force it inside. Finds his way out to SGA. That's his first bucket here in the second quarter.
Caruso, corner three. Hartenstein, another rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander connects. Caruso tips it to Dort. And as we approach a minute remaining, what has turned into a high-scoring, fun game. Gilgeous-Alexander rattles into three. 29 points. McDaniel spins in traffic. Wallace right there. SGA pulls up, three-pointer. It's good. And a 5-point.
He's always ready to pull. Shea on the step-back shot. That's a tough one. Anthony Edwards, big-time playmaker. That was a pretty move. SGA off the screen. Russo tried to do what he did last night. There's a back tap. SGA reload three straight away.
In this opening quarter, Williams fakes on three, drives, kicks. Gilgeous-Alexander sticks the triple.
Tough play, big collapse, and that's a
Heat check there for man. He has knocked down his last 4 baskets.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits Oklahoma City's 12th first half three.
They're better in this quarter here for OKC.
281. Gilgeous with the Thunder's 20th three. Nothing run by the Thunder. Shea Gilgeous off the bounce.
Williams on the move. Out to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander for three. You don't think of him as a three-point from downtown.
If you're OKC, this is a little reminiscent of Brooklyn. That Brooklyn game where they were just continue to push on makes and misses. They found success in being able to, even off of made shots, get high percentage looks on the offensive end. But you got to lock down a little bit more and have a little bit of.
It is Whitmore who went for the spike of the jam and missed it. Well, look like he kind of fumbled. No team is better at offensive rebounding SGA. From the floor. Thunder taking advantage. Lead continues to build. Hartenstein gives it up. SGA spots up. He knocks it down. The Thunder absorb their largest lead of the night. He thought he had to take it because of the space given to him. Sizing up Green. Shoots over the top. Smashes it out.
They won 10 of 11. And considering this stretch, the fact that they're just still fourth in the West is a good sign as Gilgeous-Alexander knocks it down. Legs, let me ask you, if healthy, again, because he's been in and out of the lineup so much, and last year as Gilgeous-Alexander answers right back with a three, you forget what a special... Wiggins, got a long way to go. First in the regular season, as Gilgeous-Alexander hits the three-pointer. 41 points.
Phoenix, and you can see how easily it's coming for him now from distance.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the sidestep three. His first triple. He has missed his initial 5 tries from deep. Now SGA against the former Thunder guard Westbrook. Pull up three. A 40-point game. Quick redirect by Jokic. Didn't even look down at Watson. Just knew he was going to be there. SGA, 6 minutes and 50 seconds on the bench. Comes back and nails his first shot.
He released that shot with confidence.
SGA.
Between these two ball players here, folks. You would think there's 2 minutes to go.
Wiggins in transition. Wallace out to Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it. Gilgeous-Alexander has Horford switch on to him. Attacks that heavy foot, the step back, and the Shea shake in full effect. And 11.
Shot clock is at 5. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander with the clock at 1 has to fire, and he fills it up. A big three hit it up a little too hard. This has had 3 or 4 misses like that in this game. Oh, it doesn't come back to haunt him. Meantime, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander stops, fires inside of Gilgeous-Alexander. Montecchio playing him. Gilgeous-Alexander struggled to get the shot off, but he still made it. Jason Wallace and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander against the Sar. Time for a shot. Sticks it.
Man, did he put the brakes on or what?
For his first year with the Hornets. Came over from Dallas. SGA. Step back.
That's cool, man.
And a companion.
Oh, that's very companion. I'm liking that, man. That's really cool.
Gilgeous-Alexander the step back three. And Hartenstein just such a hustler out there. Second effort for Gilgeous.
Caruso comes down with it. SGA a 3. Nothing but the bottom of the cup. SGA. He's got another one.
Allow SGA to get going downhill.
SGA pulls back the 3. He connects.
For Dort. SGA looking for a little more. He's got a little more on the step back 3. Shea next up on top of it. Little step back 3 action, and SGA puts it in. Thunder taking advantage on both sides. And there's another 3. Another big score. Nice for him. Really, since the early possessions of this game with how Chicago has been defending it. That's how the ball's on the inside.
Chest with the grab and go into the front court. Gilgeous-Alexander with a step back 3. Man, he's been shooting it in a torrid push. Was during the Emirates in-season tournament. A win against Indy, the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Oklahoma City. Fritz picked his spots here in this game, but he's been a very
effective doing so. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander a leading three. That's his first.
It's left a little bit short. The Thunder with a $1.25 left to go. SGA trying to get some of it back to the three and drains it. Relying on a lot over the last couple of years. Joe got one off the three-point line. SGA had the feed set, drills the three on Sunday.
That is their total offense right now with that three-point line. And the Thunder continue to be within striking distance. Look at all the gold shirts looking at Shai as he's trying to find a way to get inside that painted area. You know what? Our defense on him too much.
Shai using those screens, steps back straight away. SGA buries it from downtown.
Right here.
Shai, Vanderbilt's went on the wall, got long, wants the step back, nails the step back. 3-1, and the ball in the hands of the leading MVP candidate, looking for a little more. Yes, from the outside, another three.
Final seconds here of the half. They took a point away of that three from Jalen Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander finally ends the run of 8 straight.
Working hard to the right baseline. So Memphis started the game missing 10 straight shots as SGA fills it up from deep. Tight ball underneath, and he threw it right to Caruso. 8th turnover, SGA bangs in a three. Here's on the plan. Too little, too late for the Grizzlies. SGA contested three.
And right there, SGA. This has been Memphis showing that I don't know if many people expected.
SGA, cash money. Danger zone right now for the Memphis Grizzlies. They're leading down to 6. SGA steps back and buries it.
And I think this is playing off of the closeout.
SGA pulls it back and hits.
Rebounded by Gilgeous-Alexander. One-on-one over Murray. He's fouled. Area. Hartenstein hands to Gilgeous-Alexander. Step back chain. Bottom. It's a three. Jab. Jumper. Splash.
Jokic. And he's such a playmaker from there, not only for himself, but for others.
Gilgeous-Alexander gives the Thunder a 1-point lead with precision.
Shot clock is down to 6. Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander, step back three. Let's go. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with his first.
Wait for the defense to come after he catches the ball. He felt where Holmgren was, used his leverage to get to an easy one.
Canning the three is Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander nails the three. 20-point lead. Thunder right now in control. SGA. That's on a three. Timeout, Denver.
The reason why we have those numbers is we want to see how efficient you are in the last 5 minutes of a close game. But if you're efficient in 48 minutes, you don't need.
With a 5-second different shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander with three-pointer. Knocks it down. With McDaniel right there. Just trying right now with this 28-point deficit to cut into it before halftime. SGA steps back and knocks down the three. Just his second field goal. And did it with force. Gilgeous-Alexander steps back, high arcing three, got it to go.
In this series, the third.
Shooting lights out to start. Gilgeous-Alexander steps back, calmly nails the three. He's 5 of 6 from the 16-8. Randall guarding SGA, has some room, three-pointer, it's good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with his that kind of start. They're 3 for 16 from the field. In some ways, with that shooting, as Gilgeous-Alexander nails the three.
It's a first quarter. Jalen Williams, corner three. Caruso hustling to get the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander nails his three-pointer. 31 points.
He got to his spot, elevated. The other time there's no one around, I can drive and get a layup.
SGA with a three-pointer. SGA puts up a three. Puts it in. 19 first. 4 seconds. SGA against Shepard. Puts up a three. Push it in with 7/10 of a second remaining. Victory. Jalen Williams almost lost it. Gilgeous-Alexander for three.
I still think and dunk. By the time the Thunder bring the ball in bounds, they have full court pressure applied.
Gilgeous-Alexander steps back and nails the three. Nembhard lurking. Back to Williams. Thought about a three. Gilgeous-Alexander hits a three. Clutch bomb from SGA. They're 10 of 20 from three-point range. SGA tries to answer. His first 3 points. Spins against Mather. Caruso and SGA play catch. 7 on the 24. Three-pointer SGA. Puts it in. He's got 25.